I want to talk to you a little bit about the process on which we digital help moving business owners get more sales and really start dominating their marketplace. And you may hear of this approach probably very rarely, but it's ultimately leveraging the platform of Google and leveraging SEO in order for you to grow your business. And so let's talk about a little bit about Google real quick. Google has one thing in mind. And the number one thing Google has in mind is to give their customers a valuable experience on their platform. Now you think, who are their customers? That is us. That is the Googlers, anybody who Googles. And that is their number one priority. And so how do they do that? Well, they're coming up with a list, and companies that they value relevant, right? Maybe relevancy is one of them. A brand that they trust, a brand that gives experience, a brand that has authority. There's all these different types of things that come into who comes up on a Google search. So if you want to start anywhere in SEO, the first thing you've got to do, the number one thing you have to do is start by getting your brand valued by Google. When you get your brand valued by Google, you open up a plethora of opportunities for you, your business, and your brand to grow on Google, to grow your visibility online. And so you first have to start with getting your brand valued by Google. Now we've got a process in which we're looking at the way the domain is structured, the amount of backlinks, the type of array of backlinks you have. We've got some foundational backlinks, social profiles. There's a lot of things that we as an SEO company can do to help you get your brand valued by Google. But the second thing, once you start getting your brand valued by Google, is you need to start getting local relevancy where you're already at. So a lot of times people come to us and they say, hey, Rotate Digital, I want to dominate the entire state of Arizona. I want to dominate all of California. I want to dominate the United States of America, all of Canada. And it's like, okay, well, in order to do that, you've got to start small. Just like in your business, you want to grow your business to multiple millions. Well, you have to start somewhere, and you have to start small. You have to set the right foundation in place. Well, that same concept comes into your SEO rankings, your Google. So let's say we're gonna use a random place here, and let's say we opened our business in Gilbert, Arizona. You may want to dominate. Gilbert, Arizona is a sub-region of Phoenix. You may want to dominate the entire state of Arizona, but more importantly, you may even say, you know what, I just want to dominate all of the Phoenix area and all its suburbs. Well, when you look at an SEO process to help you do it, you're going to start with getting your brand relevant where you were originally opening up your Google business location. And some of the ways you can do that is you can start by just focusing on your Google business profile and increasing the reviews. That's one really, really easy step, is take your Google business profile that you might have first opened when you started your business and start getting some reviews there. Our goal is to take your brand, get it valued by Google, and get the local relevancy in your city up. Meaning, if this is the center city of Gilbert, Arizona, and Gilbert, Arizona has the city limits of, let's say, here, you may be located right here. This is your Google business profile. That's where your office is at. That's where maybe you got your location verified by Google. And your target is all of Gilbert, Arizona. Well, you may, when you start, just have a dominance in the first 3 spots on the Google Maps. You may have a dominance of here. Well, our goal is to expand that relevancy to get even further. We want to start taking over Gilbert, Arizona. That is our first step. That's the first step that we are going to take when we're trying to rank your business and get you more visibility online. A lot of the times you guys have been preached to or told, or you've done yourself, where you go, hey, I want to get Gilbert, Arizona, so I'm going to go get a Chandler landing page and a Phoenix landing page and a Mesa landing page. I'm going to get all these landing pages for all these cities. But ultimately, it's actually shooting yourself in the foot, because you've got all these landing pages that aren't relevant on Google. They don't have any value yet. You just created these pages. Well, guess what happens to your brand value on Google? It goes to the trash, because now your brand value on Google has gone from a few core cities to a bunch of cities, and now you're not able to get the authority that you want in the eyes of Google, which, oh, by the way, starts to hurt you at your main location. So we start with your Google business profile at your main location, your original location, and we want to build your local relevancy there. Once you got about 70% of the available market share, we can talk about available market share in a later video. Once you have about 70% of your available market share, now is the time to think about, well, where in Arizona can I open up a new location? Because again, we're trying to dominate all of Phoenix, Arizona, but we cannot do it with one Google business profile. You've got to choose multiple. So you may do some investigation, you may have us do some investigation, and we decide, you know what, Scottsdale, that's the next area. And so you're gonna now go and find an office space in Scottsdale. And we can talk about what kind of office space you get, and that's in a whole nother video. But you're gonna go and find an office space in Scottsdale to open up your new Google business profile number 2 in Scottsdale. So at this point, you've established brand value in the eyes of Google, or more value than before. You're starting to dominate and take that local brand value in your original city, step 1, or step 1 in the ranking process. Now that you have that, now you can expand your real estate, specifically expand your online portfolio of assets to get you more visible. Let's call it your Google business profile. That is Google business profile number 2. And so because you're gonna open up this new Google business location, what is exciting is because you started out the correct order by focusing on your brand, now Google values your brand. And so now when you open up your Google business profile, you may be able to get out of the gate with a few reviews, enough local visibility for that profile to be profitable in generating new sales calls on day 1, on day 30. And that right there is super exciting. If you had tried to go on and not increase your brand visibility and your value and not increase your local relevancy at your original location, this, opening a second profile, will absolutely be worthless because Google won't even value your main location. It's not gonna value your second location. Now that you've done in the right order, you start there. And then you take someone like us and we start expanding your radius in which you are found on Google. And you expand that more, all while making sure you maintain a competitive market share here. And you think about it, if you're maintaining a competitive market share here, it means your competitors, their market share is decreasing. So out of the gate, not only are you increasing your visibility, but you're pulling away your competitors' visibility, which means your sales go up, your leads go up, your online traffic goes up, and your competitors start going down. It's fun, it's nasty, right? Your competitors go down because your visibility goes up. And if you maintain this visibility, you're holding off your competitors, and oh, guess what? You're repeating and doubling your value, doubling your output by doing the same thing over here. Your local visibility goes up, your competitors' visibility goes down, because you cannot share 100% visibility with another company. You cannot do it. It's either one or the other. And so what you do is you take down your competitors' visibility, you increase your visibility, and that equates to more sales because you're getting more leads, because your visibility on a Google Maps has increased. So this is the overall process in which we focus our SEO efforts on. There's 1,000 things you can do in SEO. This is the process in which we heavily focus your money towards this process. And guess what? It's what the big boys do. You look at 2 Men in a Truck, All My Sons. They don't have one location and try to dominate the entire Phoenix, Arizona or entire Miami area. They have multiple business profile locations to expand their multi-million dollar moving company. So if you are wanting to do this process, if you're wanting to see, hey, where am I at right now? What is the next step? Do I even have ownership of where I'm at right now? Just jump on a call with us. You can go to rotatedigital.com/schedule, sign up. There's a no sales pressure call. We're gonna open up your business, show you where you're at, where you rank, where your competitors are at, and where your opportunities are in your business to ultimately gain more market share, gain more real estate, and expand your business. And think about it, guys, going into 2024, where there are going to be moving companies that are not focusing on this kind of effort, their sales are going to be dwindling, the competition is going to be dropping off, and you have more and more of an opportunity for you to be the market dominator in your area, to be the most visible moving company online.